All righty, here we go.
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory.
I feel like 15-minute quarters, bro, is gonna really give you, give us, you know what I mean?
Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
I get ball first. You get a second. Let's go.
Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Nah, take your time. Me and Steve, we playing college football right now. We doing 15-minute quarters. This is the first time we ever did 15-minute quarters.
Dropping back, it's Sayed. Takes the easy one to the back. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers.
I'm live on YouTube right now, too.
Yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The Buckeyes really the entire state. They pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Jackson. Turning it on!
Oh!
That's a fumble on the play.
Got me with a fumble.
He scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after going down.
Give me 1 second before you run it. Hold on. He want me to share this to him. Good fumble. Good fumble. All right, let's go. You finally got that fumble you want.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the play fake on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
That's caught. It's Horton. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's early in the game, and as offense,
I just shared the YouTube channel with you.
Easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Bully ball on third and short. He's got
outside
first
to get
down
him.
yardage across the 50. They'll mark it
Good
at the
first down.
49.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Powers through the defender.
That boy's a
A
puncher.
solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Off the play fake.
Yo, I see y'all saluting face 100 points bottle with popping cork blue heart.
Now, this is not in his job description.
Money watching us right now on YouTube. He just low touched it up, I really didn't see it.
Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
To the air, it's Sayin. Dumps it to the back. And
Oh,
the
he got
physical
that guy.
play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. It's 1st and 10.
Damn, Jackson cold.
Leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender. There he goes. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
Oh, he ain't cold no more.
So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Pick, 1 fumble. You got the fumble, I got the pick.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. With the catch, it's Miller.
Oh, I hit that boy, too.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the pass.
Hey, Money, can you hear us talking on the channel?
This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bernard. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Ooh, that's
Got
good
a
play.
man, it's Williams. They'll get him on the ground
That
at
was a
the
very good play.
46, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Back to pass, it's Simpson.
Ooh, good play.
It's complete to the left. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Yes.
He'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Caught in the
Oh, I
backfield
missed
is
it.
Miller. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Get it out out to the supersonic guy.
Dang.
And they do a really
I tried
good
to
job.
lay him
Not
out.
as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback just going the other direction. How about the linebacker right there? They make calls and they play in coverage, but if you're a linebacker, you better be physical, and that dude came downhill. Somebody might want to block him up front, Palmer. Downhill and laid the bumper.
Yeah, they definitely weren't able to chip up and get him on that one. But I'll tell you, a hit like that, that makes you think twice about wanting to run the football between the tackles for the rest of this game, because that dude has got some bad intentions. Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's
You like that play right there. I got to figure that one out.
After the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on third and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up first and goal.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal for the offense. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal to go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting
Fuck the block.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
What is going on here?
They're setting up the screen.
Somebody said, what is going on here? We play at college. Nah, he messaging on the YouTube channel.
I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest.
He said that nigga. Damn.
All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback making checks. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Grab near the marker.
You weak bro, stop running the ball.
You weak bro, stop running the ball. He said, you weak bro, stop running the ball. He said, I'm weak, stop running the ball.
They're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and
What?
third down, as you saw right
Bo
there.
Jackson, one of the boy. Yeah, he up there.
Power football with the run. He breaks it.
Stop playing, nigga. He better than Jackson. He gonna be the next motherfucking Derrick Henry. Play with him.
You see a great individual effort there that time. And you
Mark
can see
them
the
words.
skills this guy has.
Might be better than Derrick Henry.
Sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the...
Steve, stop leaving in the middle of a
Steve, stop
building.
leaving in the middle
You
of
looking crazy.
He said, stop letting me run through the middle.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. On the move.
Boy, Bo Jackson, punch on you.
And they'll stay on the attack from there.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Back to throw. It's Sayin. Let's it fly.
Ah!
Pass is broken up.
I ain't even mean to hit him right there. I ain't gonna cap to you.
I think the QB wants that one.
Won't see me do that again.
Here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses.
Oh, he on my back.
That could have been worse.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Steve, the run is bullshit. Pound hard in the middle with the SS.
Zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Good defense, bro. He stopped me. This nigga money is fucking me up with this shit.
Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell.
Basically, he's saying lock that middle up. Don't let it run.
Get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The give out of the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality.
I think Bo hurt, bro. That's why they put him out. Put
They
people
got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield.
That was a
And
good
he's
play.
brought down after a nice gain.
You put that right in the middle.
That's a real good-looking throw. And I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in.
Now, if you would have had Love would have broke all that.
Extremely well. They coach these guys up, and this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
Oh!
Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
All right, drops are a part of football. It's a part of offense. What's really important for this quarterback now is to come back to the receiver, even after dropping that ball, to show him that you've still got confidence in him. You know it's a long game.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. That's caught. It's Hill. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Third down, man. I think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. But this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobble and run behind the line of scrimmage.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got a man.
Yes, sir.
Williams. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Great place to start for this offense. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Tough run. Gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 7.
Good tackle, I made it slow.
The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. That throw and catch gets him down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for his first.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Quick strike through the air for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
He's down here. He does a lot.
Hey, so that boy's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Red zone.
Get the fuck out of here.
Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost the race.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11.
What you need to do, money, is hurry up. Get back home so I can drop you off on man.
Might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7.
You want to make play calling easy for
Your opponent is experiencing that. This is stupid while we try to
when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy.
Good over there.
A single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. And the defense stops him just.
I don't understand that, bro. He called it over the line. I don't know how that shit be working, bro. That stuff be really weird.
A few inches here on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Fights off a defender. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. With the catch, it's Williams. All the way out to the 40.
Oh, man, I'm tired of y'all niggas running out of bounds, man.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Snagged in the middle. It's Bernard. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking left.
And he off that. Good catch.
But he has enough to move the chains. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You got a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Down, where the fuck was you at? Caleb, get to your position, bro.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time. They can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
Missed it, bro.
I
can't get him to stop playing. Son.
It'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Whoa, what? Don't say that loud. We live.
Productive play on first down has now set us up with this second and goal. Power stroke.
Whoa.
He is going nowhere.
No.
At the line of scrimmage. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Wants to throw for it on
Good
third
play.
and goal. And they will score. Touchdown,
You think you slip?
Bama. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Already find a hole in that secondary. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down.
How about that start? This dude is in fuego. Over 100 yards receiving already. You could tell there's a matchup they like, and they're going.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Just reeled in. It's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
Oh, damn.
We have the early
I thought he went out of bounds.
Quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now, I'm not going to argue.
Swear I
if
doubt
this
you did.
production keeps up as we start the second.
Second quarter off. Ooh. Yeah, this is a long game, man.
After changing into the field. Leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. They're working that left side.
That was a good fucking play.
Drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end.
Damn, I'm mad you keep going to that.
And out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Alabama quickly back to the line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Horton. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first
He's
and
gonna have
goal.
some yards this game.
Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum.
And I missed the fucking blue.
That shoulder delivers the blow. Touchdown Tide.
Good team.
And they take it in for 6 more points. Extra point here will tie the game.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. The quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. He's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
That stiff arm is fucking real.
Line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a breaks into the open. Rams him with the stiff arm.
He almost took
Can
off.
impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more
Broke
physical.
this.
They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Players to the middle. He's got an open man. He's loose. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Yeah, I sat right there in that middle for it. Knew you was going to cut to the out.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guys?
Blind scheme.
Offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely...
Good looking, Caleb.
He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Throws to the back. The sure hands. It's Peoples. Got room at the 35. Drills him with the stiff arm. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression,
Come on.
getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football.
Turning it on. Discards him with the stiff arm. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Jackson. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game. He's a weapon and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to take off. They finally corral him, but he
stiffed on the fuck out of that boy, didn't he?
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability.
is picked off.
That is one.
Stayed in line. You should have stayed in there.
It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive
pick.
and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result,
I thought I had him.
throws a pick.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time.
Oh! Oh! Let's go!
Jumps on it, they get that turnover. Is this Christmas? Is this the gift-giving season? An absolute gift in the end zone, and the defense takes advantage, recovering the fumble for the touchdown. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Damn, they just tried to flat.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. To throw, it's Simpson. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites. You look out there and go, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him. But I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Grab near the sticks. It's Bernard. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. He's there to
Thought you was going to hit your boy going out on that streak. I locked it up, though.
Down on the throwing catch. This drive's been productive so far. Already
We
picked
got
up
299 yards already.
to midfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Bernard. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st.
30 for 37. Dang.
I love the anticipation.
Yeah, we missed 7 passes. That's good, though.
Before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Looking for a crease. It's Green. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run, and you can't stop
the running back.
It could be a long game.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking to move the chains.
Good play.
He's loose down the left side.
This is a good game right here, man.
And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take
It's
it
a
in.
high scoring game.
Touchdown, Alabama. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the 2nd half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Gets rid of it. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Man, if he doesn't drop it, there's 2 picks in 2 consecutive drives. He was in great position to make another play. Just couldn't secure the catch.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Caught behind the line. It's Peoples. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
From the gun, the running back has it. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he piles his way to the 35.
He's
running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
The give on the inside. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. Go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
The ball is down to the 14 after that grab.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Safe little shovel pass. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab.
That was a way off.
And listen, if I have a playmaker running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him, too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now in the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone.
I did not.
At the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. Who knows, better.
There he goes. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick.
Sitting out.
The first down. And with
He
that
hurt.
last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first down.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. Pass attack. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense putting points on the board. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming.
That was a snatch.
Ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, and he loses the ball deep in his own end.
Oh my God!
Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. To the air, it's Simpson. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can.
You could have went out more to that left, right?
He's a playmaker. Find him.
Or came down farther and then went
I
up.
love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play.
Oh, he's got some space.
He gone.
Past the 50. And that one
He's
looked
slow.
as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and more.
I lined him up too, bro.
He has enough to move the chains.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
The quick out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Whistle blows. We are
it's a good game right here.
Man, oh man, could these guys
You got 370, 339. You got 200 rush. 209. You beating me on all yards, rushing and passing.
To the air, it's Simpson.
Ooh.
Fires to the tight end.
I tried.
Crimson Tide.
Try to hit him on that head.
Good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Donaldson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Fires downfield. The sure hands, it's Donaldson. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Oh, good fucking defense.
Making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I know that one falls was incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Release to the back. Got it in the middle.
Ah, you needed that.
Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Catch in the middle, it's Williams.
Try to split him down.
Here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Caught over the middle, it's Bernard. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch, it's Miller. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on second and inches. Running the red zone, it's Miller. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch.
Way to get there.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. In the backfield, it's Adams.
I like
put him down, too.
You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in.
Oh, good fucking play.
Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation.
That's a good game.
The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got out of trouble and throws. Pass is
Gosh, I think I had Smith on. Let me get a beer. Hold on.
And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime.
All right.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick.
Yeah, let's see.
They got it.
And my ball back.
The onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Tate.
Oh, good D.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
You got it.
Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very possession on that one.
You keep fumbling me.
By the offense, you never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Runs through another guy.
That nigga, who is he? Who birthed you, boy?
To the 44 with a first down. What a performance this guy is turning in. You know, Derrick Henry had a great 2,000-yard season, bunch of 150-yard games. This guy's looking like that right now.
And if you're comparing him to somebody like that, you know he's happy. And you know he's eating. So continue to feed him the rock. Let him do the rest. Having so much success on the ground. It's hard for me to say, hey, let's be balanced. No. Give that guy the ball and let him use his balance.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Good fuck, he pushing.
They'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Bernard. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off cover. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle from us.
Oh, my God.
Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Through the air, it's Simpson. Quick completion on the out route. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds.
That boy is punching shit down.
You know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
It's a good game right here.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Touchdown time! And they
Good
take
fuck
it in
now.
for 6 more points.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And he added the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. the Ohio State offense onto the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive.
Breaks into the open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
On a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Jackson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there.
Oh, my God.
Intercepted deep in his own end. He's knocked down.
Yeah, that was a good play.
Come up with the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Got the quick pass. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
Snagged in the middle.
Give me that back.
Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And the seam on the left. Touchdown, Buckeye. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Yeah, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. I know he thinks he can house
I
it
tried
up
to,
return, but sometimes
you can
just
feel
have to
me.
take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll go to the toss. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical.
Yeah, he definitely going that way.
It's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll run for it. Makes the tackle. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, it makes sense.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. That's caught. It's Bernard. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You almost at 500 passing yards.
Backfield now, it's not just downhill anymore. You got to be versatile.
You almost at 500 passing yards, bro.
I got to be able to throw you the football.
God damn. I'm only at 3 something.
And I can depend on it.
Ooh.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. He might be putting old Hootie Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with touchdown Ohio State. Fitted in the window for the score. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Coming out with it, it's Adams. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. There's still plenty of time. You see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Makes the grab on the left. And midfield, he's got room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Flat that nip.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. It's a fumble. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play. And the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Yards.
They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Y'all.
Pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Great job by the defense that time, blowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this running back can beat you with a lot of tools. He's got speed, he can shake you, he can spin away, and now he shows you the stiff arm. That was lethal before walking into the end zone.
They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. 2-possession game, going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Pressure coming.
That's a pick.
On the move.
Oh,
and it's incomplete, deflected.
That was a pick.
By the D.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage.
Turning it on. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down. This guy is having a truly special day, calling to mind the afternoon that Trace Sermon or Eddie George had, putting up huge numbers.
I mean, that's incredible. Just when you play and you put on that uniform and you know the guys that wore it before you and wore it so well, and you get your name mentioned in those L's and those history books, man, it's a good day.
Working that left side now. Delivers the stiff arm. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Buys a little time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that one's
mad if he would have got that off, huh?
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
Looking for the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from
He needed that. Oh.
Defense has it, they're on the move.
If you're running back and you know you got the ball on the 1-yard line, you are gluing that thing to your body and
good
making
fucking
sure
hit.
I run downhill. The worst
That's
thing
what
that
you've
could
been looking
possibly
for.
happen is you putting it on the deck. Congratulations. It just happened. Man, what a stand by this defense.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Makes the catch. It's Williams. Looks like Alabama will pick up the 1st down. It's probably pretty comforting for this offensive coordinator to know as soon as the game's kicked off, I can pretty much pencil in a 100-yard receiving day for this dude.
And I want to be the quarterback. I mean, that guy, it's always open.
Catch.
Man zone. I know I'm looking his way because he's
550
going to catch the football.
fucking passing yards.
Plays for me. So, yeah, I'm not surprised they can continue to highlight this guy in the passing game.
The running back has it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Put that nigga down. Put him out. Sit him down. He tired. He hurt. He fucked up.
Now makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
The give to the tailback. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And coming out in the 2nd half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this 2nd half, defense picking up where it left off.
That was a good fucking
And
catch.
the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Off play action. Makes the grab. It's him. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards
Be real.
and the 1st down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous
You want to
he
sleep
is
after this
after the
game?
catch.
And winning first downs is a
Or you
priority
play
for
games
the
Madden
defense,
again?
and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk.
Touchdown,
Good
Crimson
pass.
Tide. Made
You
the
ate that
grab and
bread.
then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And he splits the
We still
uprights
got a
on
whole
the extra
quarter.
point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Looking for room, it's Peoples. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's got him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
Look at this
Can't
fucking
find
boy.
his man as he
Yeah,
took
he ain't
a
on the game.
shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Throw it in the backfield. It's Jackson.
What do you want to do?
Absolutely
Ball?
nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
On the play.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Spits it out to the back.
Ah, fuck that.
Finds his man. It's Donaldson. They thought they had a good plan, but it
It's
did
coming
not
back,
work.
bro. I
Love the
scored
coverage on
game.
defense there, 4th down. They were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end,
Where you
great job
at?
being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. He uncorks one deep. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He'll be
Guess he's down.
I
need your word.
What a play there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. On the run, deep down the right side.
Mm.
He dropped it.
They would have been mad if I would have grabbed, if we would have grabbed that, huh?
To make that catch.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting
They
the
did.
takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly what they were thinking.
Oh, hold it, Smith.
Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
It'll be 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Makes the ground. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
This defense has been a stone wall. Can they stuff him again on 3rd and goal?
Oh, Jesus.
They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Well, that's new. If you want to give the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area, maybe. No, you know what? It stunk. It was a bad play call. Don't do it again.
Fucking bastard.
And that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless... There he goes. Gets it out to the 22 before going out.
I thought he was going to hit to the left. He was gone.
Well, we see another catch.
Oh boy, to the left. I think it was he was on the line. He was veered out to the left. He was gone. There was nobody over there at the guard.
At least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Gets it out to the
We're gonna punch on it. We're gonna punch on it. Come on, y'all. Tighten up, because that offense is looking rough.
Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot on the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
From the gun, give on the inside. Not a whole
Good boy, we threw him. He was like a bunch. Yeah, I heard him.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
After 45 on its way. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Big drive for this offense late. Trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Gonna run it. It's Young.
Get it back.
Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Leaves it with the running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, Yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now lately.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Give to the running back.
Oh.
Did everything he
Flat
could
iron.
to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. Hits it with a stiff arm. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. To the air on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that would save the touchdown at least for now. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
You know, good teams just know how to close games out, and you're seeing that right now with this team, right? The defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think,
you say this is one of our best games?
in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Definitely put them yards on my ass.
Here comes that Alabama offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Pulls it in. It's Williams. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Yes.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
And a
He
nice
said, get
solid
down or
pickup
lay
here.
down. And when you get down, you won't stay there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking to throw at Simpson. Got his man on the right. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yoke.
That's a really good stop on the defense, Jason. They need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Quickly complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Makes the grab. It's Horton. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. Makes the catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. And the D deny them on second and goal. Tries again to get in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for a touchdown. Before that score, considering last rights,
you're only down 7 points.
They're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better.
Damn, bro, them points is crazy.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Hand off from the gun.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will?
Breaks into the open.
He pushed his nigga. He set him down, too. My own man got in my way.
Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And with the lead late in this football game, I expect to see more of this from this offense. And what am I telling my running back, who's already put the ball on the ground once today? 2 hands on the football. We're not fighting for all this extra yardage. Like, protect the football. We cannot put that thing on the deck.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quick strike complete. Fouls through the defense. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. Powers through. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying in 2, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game.
And he kicks it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Getting that push and pick up a 4 out.
All right, brother. Whew. Let me see this shit. Let me see these stats. Whew. That boy Williams got 321 receiving yards. That ain't something. Let me see what the rushing look like. That boy Miller got 207 rushing yards. Jackson got 156. All right.
26.
That boy Williams on your team got 300 and something receiving yards. Yes.
After the productive first down play,
That's a bad motherfucker.
To the air, it's Simpson. Caught near the sticks, it's Cuevas. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Horton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Adams. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
700 and something rushing.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Simpson.
Yeah, lock him up.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down.
Let's go.
Man. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that 4th down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
From deep in their own territory, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's Tate. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Grab near the marker, it's Peoples. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field.
Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Got the first down and more. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Fighting off the defender. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Got a man. It's Tate.
Oh, we got it back.
And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the first down.
Yeah, the receivers got to do a better job in ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free. And this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it to keep possession.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we finish this game so I can go get some food?
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Back to pass, it's Simpson.
Where we go?
It's caught. It's Adams. There he goes. Corralled
slow.
and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
You almost got 1,000 yards.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
He's got it and still on his feet.
Well, I was about to come through and crack you with motherfucking Matthew.
Inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. A first down run in the red zone.
Good run.
Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Finds the big tight end. Grabs a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
I don't know what the fuck I just did. That's an RP
Stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Got his man to the left. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Wide out trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. I know both of these
that was a long.
but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level.
Ass.
I think that was a pretty good statement game.
I like that long ass game though,
You're more talented. A lot of people
because it really gave you chances. You feel me? It gives you that.
Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them.
And it wasn't like a real completely like it wasn't like a blowout. You feel me? Like the defense on both sides was good. You was definitely killing me on the passing and running.
And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here for David.